Going on, everybody? We're gonna do some Halo deep dive review. Captured from E3 Summerfest, or Summerfest gameplay, not E3. It's so confusing, so many of them going on. But there were a few other channels that did this capture, and they muddled it down with other games and crap. I just wanted the Halo videos and commentary.
Just the feeling of like being in a firefight and hearing the click of the gun, throwing it down, grabbing one off the wall.
I am excited now for Halo. Having seen the gameplay and everything that they're bringing, I'm really pretty excited for what they're going to do. What they've done. There's some much more hype versus a year or so ago, when we were like, oh no, I don't know what they're going to do. What were they smoking? What were they thinking when they released what they did? So it'll be nice. The graphics are improved a lot. They've modernized a lot. The gameplay, the free player, the PvP. I'm actually kind of looking forward to PvP, and I'm not a PvP person, so I am kind of pretty excited.
Halo multiplayer, and for me, it boils down to this tight arena-style combat and big team battle. This wide open, vehicle-infused kind of combat. We're taking that
player versus player,
awesome
vehicles,
legacy
airborne,
or classic
Halo
combat experience and modernizing it in ways that'll feel
combat.
fresh to old players and really exciting to new players. We're going to give you great ways to customize your Spartan, really make your super soldier your own, and we're kicking off a journey, an experience that's going to evolve month to month, season to season, year after year.
For me, working through this multiplayer of this game, and the toughest challenge, I think, was really about how do we respect the legacy of what came before us, but still build something that feels new.
We've tried to bring all these elements of legacy and really inject them into Halo Infinite, not just like in a way where you kind of won't notice it, where you feel like, oh, they really designed this to be a celebration of previous Halo, as well as an iteration of where Halo can go.
After Microsoft bought
the vision of Arena was all about a tight experience. It was all about being fair. It was all about earning everything on the map, earning everything, every kill you get.
Going back to like what is the core foundation of what made the great Halo multiplayer arena matches great. Halo, it's really about fair and balanced starts. So
and
everybody's
how is this
on
going
equal
to
footing when they
delineate or
come
be
off the
separate
rip.
or different?
And then once they start running around, it's about scavenging, it's about finding new toys and kind of developing your play style.
Recoils in the weapon firing feel different? Is the sound?
What makes Halo feel like Halo?
Movement?
I feel like the answer to that question is
got a lot of questions, so we won't be able to know until it goes. The good thing is this is available day one. If you have Xbox Game Pass,
from a high
you can play
level
it free. You don't have to pay for it.
What it is. There's lots of exciting things there because we really wanted to push what are the things that are true to Halo, but what are the things that fans haven't seen yet.
Equipment is back, but equipment is
has a bigger voice than ever before. Shot in it.
We ask questions to ourselves of
melee, but you can actually maybe
if
do some
you
sort of
could go after a power weapon to get a bunch of kills, would you do that, or could you go and get grapple to make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of the map to backcap a stronghold? We saw it as like another avenue of not just skill expression, but tactics for teams to coordinate around.
The exciting combinatory nature of this toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives is super amazing.
Looking at how the power-ups play, like your classic power-ups like the overshield, the active camouflage. For this title, what we're looking at, what we're excited for, is you pick that up and you choose when you activate it. It goes into your inventory. If you haven't used it and someone kills you in multiplayer, you drop that overshield and then they could take it, use it for themselves. That to me is very legacy, but we took the equipment side of it and modernized it. When it comes to the vehicles, we went in and decided to invest a lot in the systems. When I take damage in my Warthog, my wheels can get blown off, my hood can get blown off. There's different aspects of the vehicle that change how my vehicle handles now.
You can still handle, but you don't have a wheel.
The other thing we added to that is like this doomsday mechanic. So when you hit this threshold, the vehicle catches fire, and it's very much, you've got a certain amount of health or a certain amount of time, and you got to choose what you want to do with the last minutes of this vehicle.
We've got a cousin to the Warthog, which is the Razorback.
The back has this like multi-storage compartment that you can put a lot of stuff into. So if you want to put like detached turrets, power weapons, fusion coils, objectives, and that is what's really making the Razorback.
I can't wait to
kick
play
a
the
lot
campaign
of
for this either. The campaign should be a lot of fun.
The levels define pace for the game, how frantic it is.
Will this be a game as a service?
That
is it
iconic
just
fantasy for players as they're entering that match? What do they want to do?
And then you've got
what type of experience are they hoping to have?
PvP
what kind of
aspect?
combat? What kind of dance floor is there available to have that combat in?
Daily activities you can do like in Destiny 2, I have no idea.
For me, BTB is all about experiencing the full extent of the sandbox of Halo in just one match, right? Like you see the vehicles, the weapons, the equipment.
We really wanted to take that kind of concept, those feels you had, you know, playing the previous games, and just turn the volume up.
This is in-game
Vehicles
capture,
are no longer just spawning
at
bases anymore. We have Pelicans delivering them, and we have a commander in your ear telling you that Pelicans are going to be dropping off these vehicles.
Scorpion tank is inbound.
We have Halo 2 style Delta Halo mission weapon pods that fall from the sky to resupply the field.
That's where it makes it feel like a real battlefield, and it's very exciting.
This is not just more players, this is just this certain beautiful slice of sci-fi chaos.
How many people do you have in PvP? What's your team size?
The announcer is your big gameplay moments, your game modes, just like the way it was before. Personal AI is really a reflection and information for the player.
Looks like there's a lot more than 6.
So if a player grabs the flag, your personal AI is going to tell you to, get that thing back to base and give you some like moment-to-moment updates.
Our team took the enemy flag.
What if we can let players choose their own AI, and each one of those are different voices, so that players can find the one that fits their personality and their mood the best?
They add the sense of like me as a Spartan being more important, and for us in multiplayer, it is really about becoming a Spartan. Your Spartan. Okay. You are you inside of the Halo universe.
Do we get to choose the voice for
the body
of
customization content that
Male,
we have
female,
on day one ensures that there will be millions of customization combinations for Spartans on the battlefield. That includes things like armor coatings, armor emblems, various armor effects,
be a lot of transmog. That's
down
cool.
to the individual armor pieces. So your shoulders, your gloves, your knee pads, your helmet, your visor, your helmet attachments. Then you look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of customization offerings there. Vehicles have a huge pool of customizations too. We support customization in the game. Players can do the same thing on HaloWaypoint.com as well as the Halo Waypoint app.
The player also customizes the Spartan, the soldier
Oh,
inside
dude,
the suit. We want the Spartan to represent the player as much as possible. They can change their body type and their voice, as well as choose prosthetics for the first time.
Coatings offer us a unique opportunity to craft some hyper-polished looks and let you express yourselves in ways you've never been able to before. We're coming at this from a player-first mentality. So what that means is that there's no random loot in this. There's no loot boxes. It's very important to us that everyone understands exactly how they unlock customization content. And we have a variety of places where they can do that. First off is the Battle Pass.
The Halo Battle Pass will never be taken away from you. And what I mean by that is once you buy it, it's yours and does not expire. In future seasons, you can purchase old Battle Passes as well as the current Battle Pass and choose which Battle Pass.
So the stuff you get out of the Battle Pass, transmogs all never expire. Skins, everything else, never is expired. That's awesome.
You're never going to be confused about where things come from.
Other games.
If you can unlock something in the Battle Pass, we're not going to let any other players circumvent that by purchasing it out of the storefront.
A lot of our stuff is unlocked through playing the game and only through playing the game. All customization is just cosmetic.
Every season will have its own theme and introduce new components, new looks, new gameplay for players, new opportunities to earn and collect cool rewards. We've seen the Samurai.
I want that armor set.
That's one of our event armor cores, and that's going to be something that players can earn through gameplay for free.
I'm sure my buddy Fury is going to be interested.
With us going free to play for the multiplayer part of the game, like that was a big goal because how do we have a way we can always bring players in, right? And they can, when we have a new update, they'll just dip their toes in if they
I still haven't heard anything about how they're going to prevent cheating.
But we're free to play on PC as well as console. And what that means is we're able to get the biggest audience we've ever had. Everybody gets to play with no barriers. And even better, your progression carries from one platform to the next.
Getting our game to be on PC and console at the same time is an amazing chance for us to really just kind of excite new players about the game. How can we do things like make cross-play interesting, and like even in just customs, being able to just play with your friends. Like some people have PCs and some people have consoles, and like let them talk to each other, let them be friends.
Why are you here?
be a Spartan.
The Academy is a place that you can go with an MP to kind of onboard into the experience. It's great for newer players who are still picking up the controls, and also people who want to warm up before they head into matchmaking. It's a series of experiences, both a tutorial to get started for the first time, weapon drills to practice with specific items, and also training mode that you can use to just get warm, explore the game as you want to.
For players who are new to Halo, let's help them learn what this universe is about. Some of these characters, what are they about? And help them kind of know the vocabulary that people have been speaking for now almost 20 years. So
the campaign looks great, but this is all just multiplayer deep dive stuff they were talking about.
They can kind of come in on even footing.
And the game
I mean, I'm super jazzed about bots. I think they're awesome. Our goal with bots has been to have a variety of difficulties that kind of provide a good training partner for wherever you're at in the experience.
So you can, okay.
Partnering with our players on the road to launch and after launch is absolutely critical, right?
I mean, Halo's always been about the community conversation.
We want to make sure we hear our players, make changes where we can based on that feedback, make sure the game is ready for launch, and then even beyond launch.
What I'm genuinely excited about is taking the game out of our hands and putting it into the community's hands. You know, whether it's seeing what people make in Forge,
do we get
or
to
the
play it
content
before
that they're able to
launch?
create with
Well,
theater,
the fact that it's
watching
free
streamers
gives it
go
a lot
after
of
the
stuff.
game.
Plus, it's in the
To
Xbox.
get involved, you go to
XPass, that's going to mean
put
a
in your
lot.
info with your gamer tag, and we should be able to reach out to you.
I wonder how much the Game Pass is going to be. And the fact that they said everything has to come from the Game Pass or from in the game. You have to earn it by unlocking in the game. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that means exactly for any microtransactions.
We have some new stuff in the works already.
Free-to-play games
can't wait
make
to really
money off
get
of
into
skins
that
and
microtransactions.
New maps, new modes, new ways to customize your Spartan. Launch is just the beginning. Now we're just going to be able to talk, interact more frequently, and that's just going to be great. That is the future of Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Thank you to the community for all their feedback over the years so far, and I'm looking forward to the road to launch, launch itself, and beyond.
Yeah. I'm glad they pushed it. I mean, it got a lot of people worried. I'm still a little worried. But it's supposed to be crossplay. So if I play on PC or my Series X, I'm good to go. Right? Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Yes, I am. Holiday 21. It's gonna be sick.